Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is a vlog. We're heading off to the beach. I am prepping us some burritos because we're trying to eat healthy, so I'm going to try and make some burritos that we can eat while we're at the beach. I am drinking some Labore to start off the day. And yeah, welcome to our vlog. My husband Pink Bay is at the store. He is getting us some drink because we don't have any nice drinks, and then he's getting ice also for the beach. So after the beach we might go to the gym just to work out a little bit because we haven't worked out today. My friend Azola is launching, I think, an initiative, like he's starting like a sip and paint kind of thing with it, and he's partnering with a restaurant, a local restaurant. So I'm gonna join him there just to like support him. Essentially he's invited a few content creators so that he can get some nice footage that he can use to promote it. I'm just trying to quickly make these burritos, so by the time Hasbay comes back we've made progress. Tomorrow we're heading off to church. After church we have a brunch with friends, which is exciting. Watch me watch me fold this burrito. Lord knows folding burritos is not the easiest thing. Oh, Hasbay's coming in. Guys, I just ripped it. Oh no. Oh no, I just ripped this burrito. It's okay?
Yeah, I'll eat it.
It's yours anyway. It has your sauce on it.
When she hates you.
Say hi to everyone. Say hi to my husband, everyone.
Hello everyone, I'm husband.
Here's Pink Bay.
Welcome to a YouTube channel.
Men. No ways. Anyway, I'll see you guys at the beach.
I like to be educated, but I'm so frustrated. Hello to my loneliness. I guess that ignorance is bliss. Take me back to before the new. Rewind, take it out of cue. Innocence can be a young man's game. Signed up for the hall of shame. I wish I knew how much I miss.
Welcome to Clifton 4th Beach.
Then we're all screwed. When we play our roles and ignore the problems. I like to be away in my patience. Stay up, I feel so outdated.
Usubuyile.
This water is colder than the 15-degree ice bath at the gym.
Was that it? I thought you were gonna sit for longer.
Ice plungering is not don't stay in the water for too long. Just chill, come out. I'll go back in. Now I just need to get warmer again.
How can we look the other way? Sun is out, but the sky is gray. What would happen if I took a chance? It's always hard at first glance. I don't wanna, but I know I gotta do it. The truth is hard to swallow. I think I'll chew it.
Kinga is not knowing when to say no because these girls asked me to watch their stuff and I said okay, but I need to leave now. So what do I do? Because they're not back and I have places to be, but I'm watching their bags. They are the bags in question.
They took my photo as well.
Guys, I'm so sorry. It's been such a hectic day. Excuse the lighting, the sound, like it's nighttime, it's so hot, so I have to have all of the windows open because I'm boiling. But it was a good day. So you saw we went to cycling and friends because my friend was having a content shoot. So like, you know, we try to, because we're friends with other influencers, you get to know them, so you try to like help them out where you can. Oh, let me just sit back because I'm so tired. But yeah, you try to help them out, like if they have initiative, if they have something going, so then you like shoot content with them for free so that they can have things to post. And that's what we were doing. They're starting a sip and paint, and it was a lot of fun. I've never been to sip and paint, believe it or not, so that was my first time going, and it was fun. I met new people. Always nice meeting other content creators. It was such a cool crew. Like everyone there was people I could be friends with, which is really nice, because like sometimes in the content creation space it's not like that. So that was really nice. I can't share any of the audio, even though it was so funny because there was music playing in the background, so I'll get copyrighted. But essentially, they're still figuring out the menu, which is why we had like pizza and drinks. But I think they'll refine the food menu as it goes. But I'm actually super keen. I want to take people back there. I really enjoyed it. So that was a sip and paint. It's at Cycling and Friends. That is based in, what's that thing called? Greenpoint. So you can check them out there. I'm home now. Pink Bay just left with his friends. Were here when I got home, and they were watching the game. There's a rugby game, and so they headed out to go finish off the game because I got home, so they want to let me just rest because I'm tired and my social bundles deplete. They be depleting. So yes, as I said, please excuse the sound. Like I know a motorcycle just drove past, but like it's too hot to close the windows. It's too hot. I'm sorry. Anyway, that was today. Thank you so much for watching. Tomorrow we'll wake up, we'll probably do a walk just to exercise in the morning, then we'll head to the gym, head to church, and then after church we have a Easter lunch, which is super cool. And so after the Easter lunch, Bay is going to Warehouse Sundays, which is like a club festival thing, and I will probably come home, edit, and end off the vlog. So that's what we have in store for tomorrow. I'm gonna intro it now because the mornings are always such a rush because we have to get out, get, you know, to the promenade to walk, and I won't have time to intro it. So that was it for day one. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll try to be more interactive with the camera tomorrow as we go. But yeah, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. Headed off to the gym to work out now, so that is the plan. See you there. So we've had a change in plans. Hubby is going to Warehouse Sundays, which is a concert, so that means we are no longer having lunch because it just won't work out time-wise. Sorry, I'm just waiting for my husband. So it won't work out time-wise. So the plan is gym, which we're running late for, and then church, and then I'll come home and relax, probably meal prep for the week. But that's the plan for the day. And we'll see how the day goes. We have arrived. I always get my smoothie or order it and then shower. to make it faster because now we're racing to church, so let's go shower.
Okay, so I need 4 of you come this side. The Moabites, stand over there. Now, only 4. Okay, that's enough, that's enough, that's enough. Okay. Rest of you stay there, you the Israelites. Do you want to be a Moabite or an Israelite? Okay. Only 4 Moabites, okay. Another funeral. Okay, who wants to die this time? Okay, so we need you to pretend to die. Can you do this? Okay, so just like fate. Okay. They advance about halfway. Advance. You have bow and arrow. Are you ready? Bows. You're going to attack. What do? What do you guys do? You're at a funeral. Your friend has just died. And the Moabites have come to attack. No respect. Okay, just wait there, pause. The man was thrown into the grave of Elisha. Just be gentle, don't throw violently, okay? So just throw carefully and gently. Now just like drag her. Let your feet go. Okay, hold her up. They'll carry you. There we go. And they throw her into the tomb of Elisha, so lay her next to him. As soon as the man touched the bones of Elisha, okay, now so the final act is with the hand props. Touch! The hands
Why is Elisha waking up?
It wasn't Elisha that came back to life. It was the man who just died, revived and stood on her feet. Up.
That is so cool.
You're not supposed to pose.
It's YouTube apparently this week.
Oh,
so
yeah.
That's why the camera is looking the other side. Yeah, but maybe I could check out maybe so I can see.
You want to see up there?
Oh,
Can you see from up there?
what? It keeps changing.
And from the superfood,
Hasn't changed at all.
Oh,
and from the superfood, it's a tropical food.
I think I'll try the peanut butter berry because I think it's the berry blue from New.
You want to get more butternut than we usually get.
Why?
No, I'm asking because it's usually only enough for one meal. I'm just like, are you fine with that? Or...
Maybe we can get another on this one.
It's the baby spinach. I always feel like it tastes different to like regular spinach.
I have not tasted a difference. I just eat. It tastes like greens.
Back from church. After church, who you saw in that video, that was Mebs. We did a bit of grocery shopping, and now we're just gonna quickly eat. Babs has to head out in 2 hours. It's not in 2 hours, at 2. So we're just trying to quickly make some egg fried rice and chicken, and we're gonna eat that. I'm just gonna chill, probably gonna edit this vlog, edit other vlogs. That's about our day. Church was really good. We were preaching on the passage, multiple passages, but I think the main passage was in Isaiah.
Mama, it's 2 kings.
The 2 kings.
Yebo, Isaiah ungena kuphi?
Uzayo bukhona kodwa.
Isaiah, no.
He preached about Isaiah. No, not like the prophet Isaiah, but he did mention the passage in Isaiah. I can give you the exact verse. I can pull up my notes.
Okay, if let's say it was 2 Kings 13
2
from
Kings
14,
13.
from
Okay.
verse 14.
2 Kings 13. And he just told a bunch of testimonies and stories of other people. So it was really good. Essentially, just speaking about
You
how.
tell them about the guy, the soldier.
Why
Please, I think they will want to hear it. That soldier issue.
don't you come tell?
No. I'm getting dressed.
Okay, I'm gonna leave it while we're eating. Uzonditshela. Ubasukelile. Indaba ende kangaka. Essentially, the crux of the story is he was telling a testimony about a friend of his, a person that he knows who is like an ultra, I think might be voted the most fittest old person. I'm 67. Most fittest 67 years, runs marathons, just like a crazy amount of marathons. Sorry, Yapega. So let me actually take you here so that I can cook while I'm doing this. So he does marathons and just a lot of other fit stuff. And I think at one point he had ran 7 marathons in 7 days on 7 continents, which, yeah, is a bit nuts. So he's just very, very fit. So he also joined not the Navy SEALs, the US Air Force. Special Forces, and there was a bunch of training you have to do to get in. Sorry, Ukobang, Sapega. So yes, he joined the Special Forces, and in order to join, like to get accepted in, you have to do like a bunch of like tests and fitness training, and like you have to approve a bunch of tests, basically like get through a bunch of tests in order to get into the Navy SEALs or whatever that thing's called, the Special Forces, Air Force. And so he was doing the tests. And then there was someone he was with, and so it's like very intense tests. Like, for example, the one test you have to swim. I think it's how long? 25 meters or what?
You have to swim 25 meters underwater at a time.
Yeah, so 25 meters back to back, so 50 meters in total. So 25 meters, one length of the pool, turn around 25 meters back, but underwater with one breath. From you start, and then you swim 25 meters, turn around 25 meters, then you come up for breath once you finish the whole 50 meters. Ne? So that's a fitness test. So you train, and then you go through an exam. And if you fail the exam, then you failed. Like you are kicked out. And there's multiple exams like that. Like that was just one underwater one. Then there's like just different fitness tests, essentially. And so he's telling the story that this guy, the 67-year-old now, is in the test, and one of his friends, he just can't do it. Like, oh, the window. There's a window open that's blowing air. That's a bit loud, so please excuse me if you can't hear. So he had one friend who like really had the heart, and everyone loved him on the team, but he just could not do this. Like, regardless of how hard he tried, he could not do this. Like, he could not do the whole length. He could do the 25 and turn around, and he just could not finish the other 25. Like, he'd come up with air at some point. He just could not do the whole 50 meters. And it was really sad because he's knowing like he's going to fail, and he really wants to be in the Marines, and he doesn't know what to do now because he really wants to do this, but he cannot do this. And if he doesn't do it, he's going to get kicked out. And so all of the friends are talking, and, you know, they're trying to figure out what they're going to do because they really want him to be in. So they talk to the examiner, and they're like, listen, listen, sir, what can we do? Because Utrametsu, we really want him to, but he can't do it. And then, so then the examiner's like, okay, listen, so if he can't do it, this is what he's going to have to do. He's going to have to swim the whole thing, like do the exam. And when he fails, when he can't make it he has to push himself to the brink of what he can do. And this friend was really passionate, like he really wanted to be a part of the Marines. Like, it was like, you know, his life mission, his life goal, he really wanted to do this. So like not making it like wasn't an option. So it's like when he gets to the point at which he can't do it anymore, and he can't swim anymore, and he can't hold his breath, he must drown. He must drown. That's what he must do. He must drown. And if he does that, I will think about letting him in. It wasn't even a guarantee. It was like, if he is able to do that, I will consider letting him continue in the examinations and possibly become one of these army people. So they tell him this. They tell the friend this, that like, listen, we spoke to whatever, and they said this. So come exam day, it's time to do it, and he gets in, he swims the whole length, turns around, he swims, and he gets to a point at which he's done, he can't do it anymore. And so He's trying and he's trying and he's trying, and he literally cannot do it anymore. And so all you start seeing is bubbles start coming up, like as he's released, because he's run out of breath to hold. So he releases his breath. And remember, the instruction was to stay underwater. So he stays underwater. He's obviously now breathing in the water because he can't come up for air, otherwise he's not going to make it. And his body starts soaking to the bottom. Like after the bubbles start coming out of the water, his body starts floating to the bottom. And the friends are like, they want to jump in, and the instructor's like, don't you dare, don't you dare. I want proof that this man is drowned. And so the guy, his body eventually goes limp and like floats to the bottom of the water. And then after like a minute or two, he's like, go get him. And then they go in and they grab him, and obviously he's lifeless at this point. So they resuscitate him. They like, mouth to mouth. They do all of that stuff, and eventually, he spits out the water. He comes back. He was dead essentially for those minutes. He had drowned, and then he comes back to life. And then the instructor's like, okay, I've seen your dedication. I've seen your commitment to this. Cool. I will let you proceed with the examinations, with the tests. I will pass you for this, and then you can continue to maybe become a Navy SEAL. Not a Navy SEAL, I keep saying Navy SEAL, to become a Special Forces, air, whatever. Yeah. So it was essentially just a message that, like, even afterwards, like, he got to the point of death, and there was still life afterwards. The title of his whole sermon was Dead and Buried but Not Finished. So showing that like even Jesus was dead and buried, but he wasn't finished. The main passage was about Elisha and how Elisha died. And then, first it started from the point at which Elisha is striking the ground. It's telling the king to strike the ground, and the amount of times he strikes the ground is the amount of times he will, be victorious. And he only strikes it 3 times, and he's chastising him like, why'd you only do it 3 times? Should have done it at least 5 or 6 times, until I said stop, but now you only defeat them 3 times because you only struck 3 times, and he died. And he puts in the grave, and then he gets woken up. He doesn't get woken up, he dies, he gets put in the grave, and then someone else comes by, they get their body, they're dead, and they throw the body in the tombstone, touches Elijah's bones, and then he comes back to life, the other soldier. So it's all just testimonies in conjunction with the resurrection of Christ, that like even once you have died, there is still a mission afterwards. Like you might be dead, but you're not finished. So as much as Christ was dead, but he wasn't finished, he rose from the tomb. Elisha, the Elisha was dead, but he wasn't finished. He still had one more miracle in him, and he raised someone else who was dead once the bones touched him. And even this Navy SEAL, like as much as he was dead in that moment, he had drowned, but he wasn't finished. Like the death was only the beginning of the story. And after that, he was, resuscitated. He became Air Force Wara Wara, and he had life after that. So just saying that, like, you need to sacrifice yourself to the point of death, not literal death, I mean, unless God calls you to literal death, but just to the point of like giving up your desires, giving up your like what you want for your life, for the sake of Christ. And then once you've given up your desires and you've truly died to yourself, and also just the point of like, how many times do you give up prematurely? The stories of people who didn't give up, their barometer for failure, their barometer for exhaustion and tiredness, and was so high to the point of death. And like as Christians, sometimes we don't have a high barometer for effort. Like we, strike the ground 2 times and we'll be like, that's it, Jesus. But we're called to more. So I think that's a really good thing to leave you with. I think I'll close the vlog here because we're going to eat, and I'm going to carry on my Sunday. So that's the message for the day. Like, even when you feel like you're finished, you're not done. And reset your standard for how much you can take, because you really can take more. And don't let yourself be so weak and believe that you are not capable of that much just because you don't want to feel pain, you don't want to feel hardships. Do it. Like, live your life to the point of death and surrender yourself to Christ, because as the passage says, that you have the resurrection power in you. So if you will give yourself to the point of death to God, he can raise you up. And once you are dead to yourself, you're not finished, because there's still more for you after that. You're also not finished with this vlog, so please like, share, and subscribe.
tell a friend, come back next time, and thank you for watching.